here I have about a cup and 3/4 of flour. Over here I have about a 1/3 cup of sugar. I have about a 1/3 cup of, I would say a little bit over a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And over here I have a 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. In this mixture right here, I have a teaspoon and a quarter of baking powder. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and I have 3/4 teaspoon of salt in this little mixture over here. Right here, as you can see, I have some yogurt. Yeah, you're gonna tell me, yogurt and donuts, but I'm telling you, it's gonna taste wonderful. So here we have about a 1/2 cup of just plain regular yogurt. Over here again, I have about 1/2 cup of my buttermilk. And here I have some nutmeg. This will be about a teaspoon of nutmeg. We're going to be using a couple of eggs, which already is at room temperature. And I want to stress this out. Anything that you're going to be using, whether your yogurt, your buttermilk, your butter, your eggs, you want to have it out a little before you start to your baking. And I also have, of course, we're not going to forget our vanilla extract to make everything taste yummy. So now let's get to the cooking. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is mix in my baking soda, baking powder, and salt with my flour. And I'm gonna now crack my 2 eggs in this bowl. I'm gonna add my sugars. So I've added granulated sugar and some brown sugar. So now what I will do is I will mix everything together and try to make sure that it's a little bit more, fluffy. It will double in size. See, it pretty much doubled in size. So now what I will do is add my buttermilk to it, and then I will also add my yogurt to it, and then mix it. So now I'm gonna add my vanilla extract to it. So this is 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons. Vanilla extract, and this is about 4 tablespoons of melted butter, which I'm going to add. And I'm going to give it a quick stir and make sure that it mixed in quite well. Now I'm going to set this on the side. And I'm going to also be adding my cinnamon to my flour mixture. As well as my nutmeg. So for the nutmeg, I'm going to be adding about 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. All right. Everything, I'm gonna mix my dry ingredient with my wet ingredients. So I like to do this a bit slowly. Don't dump all your flour in at one time, and make sure that as you dump it, you keep stirring, because you don't want to create lumps into your batter, unless you want a lumpy donut. So now the one thing how you can put it in is you should be putting it in a piping bag. But if you're like me, you don't have a piping bag, I will recommend you guys to use a Ziploc. And the only thing that you will do is to create a little opening right here in the bottom so that you can easily pipe your donut container. So now the other thing that we need to do is to make sure to butter our donut container. And so let's get to that. All right. So now the next thing we're gonna do is to put our batter in our piping bag. The first batch. So now I'm gonna do this little design donuts that, you know, my kids are definitely gonna love. So let me make sure that I butter these as well. I'm now putting our batter into the donut pan. So now it's time for it to go inside the oven, and our oven has been preheating at 350 degrees. So this will go in for about between 9 to 10 minutes. You guys can see our donuts are done. Right now they're completely cool. Since they're cool now, I'm gonna be taking them out of the pan. It's coming out beautifully. I'm just gonna put it on top of the cooling rack. And just put everything on top of the cooling rack before we pass this through our cinnamon sugar mixture. Because remember, this is a cinnamon donut slash buttermilk slash yogurt donut. And we are gonna baste it in butter. Right? So we're gonna make sure to baste all of this in butter before we put it in the cinnamon mixture, so that the cinnamon, so that the sugar can properly stick to the donut. All right, so we just do that, flip it around, make sure that it's coated properly, and then shake off the excess. And that's what we're gonna do for all our donuts. And boom.